Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs, it's Sebastian Envy, your strong style nerd, your strong style cinephile. Now, a couple of non-surprising things happened in the last few days, and I thought, let's geek about them for a few minutes. First we'll get to is Netflix putting the final nail in the Defenderverse by announcing the cancellation of The Punisher and Jessica Jones. I mean, we were all kind of surprised when announcements came down last year that Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and Daredevil were being canceled. Iron Fist sucked for the most part. Finn Jones was a horrible casting choice. The first season was boring as sin. The action was piss poor. It was just not what you wanted in an Iron Fist TV show. The guy is supposed to be a living weapon. Finn Jones even said in interviews he was learning choreography for scenes literally minutes before the cameras were set to roll, and it definitely showed. Now, season 2 was an improvement on the story and the action. I didn't find myself watching the next episode just to see if something exciting was actually going to happen. I like the story. And immediately, I'm kind of curious as to where the third season would have gone with Colleen wielding the Iron Fist and Danny having those guns. Now, Luke Cage left Luke in an interesting spot as the Kingpin of Harlem, and it would have been fun to see where that could have gone and how he would have struggled to maintain his moral compass while having street power in addition to his meta powers. And once everyone gets past the initial nerd rage and vows to cancel their Netflix subscriptions, let's be real, it was going to happen. For a few reasons that have been covered by a litany of articles and videos since the cancellation rumblings first began. Disney has a streaming service coming. Yeah, I know, yet another streaming service to pay for. They've already announced a number of live-action Marvel Comics series that will be coming to that service. Netflix paid Disney a certain amount of money to have the characters that they used in the TV shows, and it was becoming increasingly expensive to license those characters and to shoot those programs in New York where they were filming. Disney is about to pull all of their content from Netflix to have their streaming service, so a lot of the popular content currently on Netflix will be lost. If Netflix kept making Marvel shows, they would be producing content owned by someone else that would then drive those viewers to more content produced by someone else who just happens to have a brand spanking new streaming service. It's not hard to see why they pulled the plug. You don't want to, plug the competition. Another reason that has been bandied about that while the shows are popular, their viewership across the board, and not just because The Defenders was lackluster and Iron Fist sucked, has gone down since Daredevil's groundbreaking first season and Luke Cage literally, breaking Netflix. They weren't cancellation numbers per se. According to a Forbes article from last year, viewers of the Marvel shows were likely to be regular viewers of other Netflix original programming anyway. The Marvel shows were not attracting a particular audience that would not otherwise be there for those other shows. If the Marvel shows were being viewed by subscribers who were already loyal to other programming and not bringing any new eyeballs to Netflix, other original offerings, why spend the money to produce the Marvel shows? I mean, it sucks, but it's pretty simple when you think about it. Now, some of the actors have said it's not the end and yada yada. People have speculated that shows could be revived on Hulu since they are have more mature content than Disney may want to put on their Disney Plus service, but that's still 2 years away, if anything. I mean, I hope we get to see more of Daredevil, Cage, and Punisher at the very least. Jessica Jones, not so much. Now, Bumblebee is officially a reboot of the much-maligned Transformers universe. Hasbro officials announced at the New York Toy Fair this past weekend and confirmed it. Oh, thank God. After 5 Michael Bay-helmed, loud, shaky cam, blatant product placement-filled films, we're getting a new direction courtesy of Travis Knight and his wonderful little Bumblebee movie. Now, I was skeptical as all get out about a Bumblebee solo film. He's far from my favorite Transformer, and to have the movies feature him as much as they did and have him be made a focal point of the animated offerings, I just didn't like it personally. But of course, those movies aren't made for me, so I just have to, get in where I can fit in, find what I like. And I just want a good Transformers movie that is not mired in toilet humor, that doesn't have caricatures of stereotypes overpopulating the films, that has a consistent story and lore from film to film, unlike the Bay films that with each new movie would contradict things set forth in the last one. I want action that I can actually process and understand what's going on, not just huge globs of metal colliding over explosions and lens flares and quick cut editing. And Bumblebee gave us not just that, but the most glorious 2 minutes of our 80s child lives with the opening scene on Cybertron and those gorgeous G1 inspired designs in that war scene. It took a decade for us to get something like that truly awesome, some truly awesome Transformer designs. Like Michael Bay couldn't do that. Now the film just made over $450 million, but it was a much better received film by critics than the Bay films, and it has been called solidly profitable by Paramount officials compared to The Last Night, which ended up losing $100 million. I haven't even made it through that whole movie. I thought it was just so bad. I'm curious to see where they go in a sequel, if they're able to keep things small and intimate like in Bumblebee, or will they, as most sequels do, go bigger, louder, longer, often diluting what made the first film a success in the first place? I guess we'll see. Well, those are some of my thoughts. More importantly, what do you guys out there think about the rebooting, the official announcement of the rebooting of the Transformers universe and the cancellation of the Netflix shows. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. Hopefully they get revived somewhere else because some of the casting was just brilliant. Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock was just spot on, fit like a glove. Bernthal as the Punisher, he was just, oh my God, I just loved his performance of Frank, and just some of the, from the voice to the presence, just little movements he would do, little facial and speech and just like ticks with his hands and fingers and stuff. It was just an incredible performance. I just want to see more than that. Mike Coulter as Luke Cage, spot on, picture perfect casting. I want to see more with that. Jessica Jones, Kristen Ritter, I like her. I like the first season of Jessica Jones. The second season, I haven't even finished like the last 2 episodes of that. I just found it boring as sin. And again, more Iron Fist, not for Finn Jones, no, but for Colleen Wing. I mean, what I would have liked to have had before all this happened, which I know we're not going to get now, is a Daughters of the Dragon spinoff with Misty Knight and Colleen Wing. That would have been cool. Easy to do. Not cost as much money, maybe. I don't know how all that stuff works out. But anyway, let me know what you think below. Follow me on social media, like, share, subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and just, as I always say, let's talk, let's converse, let's get some conversation going with all this stuff in these videos or other stuff that's going on out there in the geek world. I mean, Toy Fair was this past weekend, and oh my God, so many Marvel Legends are coming forth. My wallet is screaming right now. And so many other cool toys and stuff's going on. We may get to that on this channel. I'm not really a big toy guy. I can't go in depth like some of these other reviewers and stuff can on their channel. So I may kind of stick to the movies and live action and stuff like that. Even talking about my own stuff that I've coming forth. I have a fan film coming forth. Finally, it took forever. It's got some technical hang-ups, but I'll still just throw it out there. You got to learn from your mistakes. Keep on going. I got a couple other films after that I'm doing. Got some shows coming up, going places, kicking faces as only I can do. So much going on with me, with this channel, in life. So come on for the ride. Let's converse about that. Let's converse about everything. Let's geek.